Welcome back, everybody. I apologise for the delay in between videos recently. I have some exciting news to share, of course. But first, let's just take a moment and there we go. Isn't this pleasant? Too often, these simulated worlds on these computers are used to simulate, you know, golf and football and bang 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 gun, bang shoot bang gun, and then car go round and bang gun car, you know. And I think it's just nice to take a moment and enjoy the rich world of being a rock. And I appreciate you sticking with me through this time, of course. We come, of course, to what I've been working on. I'm not sure when this will come to fruition, of course, because it's still in the early stages. But I have been working on my rap album. I hope you're all excited about that. Do of course tell me if you find the prospect enlivening. I don't want to enliven you too much, of course. I want to keep that heart rate nice and low. Not so low that it's dangerous. Just a nice, comfortable pace. A nice, comfortable pace of cardiac arrhythmia. Not arrhythmia. Rhythm. Sorry, I'm not very good with rhythm. It's difficult to say. Anyway, let's move rhythm away to talk about my rap career. So, my rap career, I'm hoping, will come around. Of course, like I say, it's still in the very early stages, but I've done quite a lot of lyrical musing and writing, and I think it's coming on well. It's coming on well. It is, of course, focused on my true love of trains, not rocks, of course. I'm no geologist with their rocks and sedimentary plates and I don't know. Your rocks, your oxbow lakes. I don't care for your geologists' oxbow lakes and such the like. Of course, my love, of course, is for trains. I'm sure I've made this abundantly clear. I'm a fine collector of trains, fine rider of trains. Enjoy spotting trains. They're quite easy to spot, actually, if you look in the right place. Unlike these birds that people look at, they're quite large and quite long, and they can move at quite a clip, but because they're so long, it's most of the time quite easy to spot one coming, especially if you've got a long view. If you set yourself up on a corner, and then close your eyes while the Shinkansen were to go by, of course, it'd be difficult. Of course, however, on the Shinkansen, it would be difficult to find a corner with so significant a curve as to block your sight lines. So you could probably see the Shinkansen from quite a way. You may know that the Shinkansen, of course, Japanese for main line, was there to avoid too tight a turn, because it slows down the train, the locomotive, of course. It's a wonderful thing. It's something I quite enjoy to look at and think about the specifications of. There's been some good content on it on this internet, of course. But the real thing is really a thing to behold and difficult to beat, of course. I feel I've been talking quite fast now, so don't want to break into my rap career too early. So I'll just take a moment to step back and there we go. I recommend, you know what you should do, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're ill, you have your nose blocked up, and you lay in your bed and you think, oh, my sinuses, they're just they're closed, and I cannot breathe freely whilst lying on my back. And even when standing upright, it may be difficult for my sinuses to be clear. So take this moment. If you are in good health at the moment, and your sinuses are clear, take a moment to breathe through your nose, and then breathe out. Oh my god, that's... I recommend doing it in bed, actually. Just go to bed, maybe 5-10 minutes earlier than you usually would. So 10 minutes to 6, of course. I don't go to bed that early. It's about 6:30. But what you should do is lay back and just breathe freely, because there's you'll miss it. You will miss it when you get ill. Enjoy it while it lasts. What else is there to say? Not sure. If you have any ideas as to what you'd like me to talk about and say, please do write them down in the appropriate box. I believe the YouTube, yes. I believe YouTube has a section specifically dedicated to your electronic mail, and if you write it down there, of course, I'll be happy to look. Of course, I can't guarantee anything. There's always a flood of feedback, of course, and I hope we enjoy our way. We enjoy our way through this life, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever looked at a microphone and just looked at all the weaving in between? Because that's wonderful. I'm just looking at the weaving between this microphone, and it's soothing, much like this video game. It's quite pleasant. It's very pleasant. I have been informed. If I were to there are some buttons. Right, so there's change rock, change scene. Get change rock. Oh, wow, no, much too colourful for me. Oh, that's far too visually dynamic. I'll just there. Oh, the button no longer works. Wow, well, this is rather spoiled the scene. Well, I suppose we could change the scene. Oh, it works better. It works better. Got a large rock. Don't think it works with the environment either. What's that? Oh, flowing water. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, I was not prepared for this kind of graphical fidelity. That is, I could dip my face in it. Not for very long, of course, because of course, doing so for an extended period of time would be injurious to your health, and I do not prescribe doing my patented breathing through the nose thing whilst you have your head submersed in a body of water. But isn't this pleasant? It's a fast-moving stream there. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I would like to go back to the original rock, but I don't know how to do that, of course. This is nice, gentlemen. We're just taking our time. Taking our time to look at the world. Think about the world, and think about what we can put into the world to make it better. You know? It's a joy and a wonder to behold. It's a joy and a wonder to behold. I'm just gonna and relax. There we go. Got a nice rock. Got a nice scene here. We've got some manner of foliage in the background. I believe it's a tree of some kind. I'm afraid I'm not an arborist, so I can't tell you whether it is a tree, or in fact what kind of tree it likely is. But the rock, I can't tell you anything about the rock either, I'm afraid. As I say, I'm no geologist. I'm no geologist. But I believe there's there's a meta rock, an inglorious rock, an indignant rock. Yeah, those are the rocks. Then there are the tectonic dentures, plates. And I'm afraid I'm really exhausting my knowledge of the mineral world there. From tungsten, of course. I'm very interested in tungsten. Tungsten is a wonderful thing. Titanium, and I'm not sure whether this comes under the branch of geology, but of course tungsten, very nice material. Steel, very important material in our world, of course. Where would we be without the steel rods and tracks that keep our world moving? Of course, we need steel for our cast wheels, bogies, paracarts. You can use some lighter materials, of course. If you want to keep the weight down, there is more exotic things. So stainless steel, although it doesn't have the real strength that we're looking for in something. But each their own, and each use for their use. Every use is a use, and I don't want to disparage a use that's useful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time that I wind down, of course, and I'd like to see where we next take our world. I do look forward to the debut of my rap career, whenever that transpires. Of course, I'm also in talks with the music world, and well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for keeping me here with the rock and the etc. And I will leave you now with the thought that when we look into the world, we turn inwards, and when we turn inwards, we